We deceive ourselves by the smallness of our compromises. And so what you're describing, Zach, is a great example of that. Yeah, where the people you love the most are the ones you're the most irritable with, and are the ones that you lash out on inappropriately for no reason, or maybe for a reason, but it's not a good reason, right? Um, and I think the manifestation of those elements is again another reason why I felt called to write the book. I mean, listen, I mean, I don't think I was nowhere near Sam in the book as how I expressed Sam, but I'm a mild version of Sam, the protagonist. And it's like, okay, what can I do to make the situation better? And this 5-tool framework, just real quickly for those listening to this, I mean, basically think of the baseball analogy, right? The first step you got to do is grab your bat, right? You just got to grab your bat. And that really in life, that's about creating like a win-win situation and having the mindset around a win-win, not like win-lose. Like as long as I win, I don't care if everybody else loses. And by the way, our instinctive nature is to have the win-lose scenario. Okay. So when you grab your bat, you're basically making a distinctive, overt, intentional effort to reframe that. Okay. Win-win, win-win. Okay. Win-win. Step two, you're on the on deck circle. That's where you're kind of looking at the situation. You're controlling you're identifying how you can control the controllables. What can I control in this situation? What can I not control? And that's a real powerful element of life. Whether you're an athlete, whether you're whether you're having some relationship friction, no matter what role you're in, work, business, all that stuff, dating, all that, right? Marriage. And then step three is like, you're actually at bat. Okay. Now that this is like, it's live. Like you're at bat. Like this is where the moment counts. Like this is, you are at bat. The pitch is coming at you. What are you going to do? And it's all about assessing and responding and being in a good frame of reference to assess and respond the right way. How many times I'm talking about myself here, have we been at bat and we assess, but then we respond the wrong way. Okay. Or we don't assess and we respond the wrong way. And so if you have 1 and 2 properly framed, you're going to assess and respond the right way. And so that's really the team approach, right? And then you can, another thing about just the analogy of being at bat is you step out of the batter's box. Sometimes you have to re-grip. I'm a baseball player, so like that relates to me. And then you get back in there and you're ready to face the next pitch, right? And so that's step 3. And then really the step 4 is, you put the ball in play, runs batted in. At the end of the day, you're going to be measured by the runs batted in. Okay. Did you get a runner? By the way, think about that. It's not just your home run or how many runs you scored or just your average. It's runs batted in. Runs batted in is a statistic that shows how much did you incrementally help the team and drive performance of others. Okay. Drive in runs. And so that's what I loved about that step 4 is because it's not about, did I hit a home run? I mean, it might be a sacrifice to drive in a run. You may have to get an out. You may have to die to self, so to speak. That's a strong way of saying it, but in order to drive the run in. And so that's the sacrifice and commitment, RBIs. And then number 5 is, okay, you drive the run in. And then it's just getting back in the batting cage, reflection and growth. And you and I spoke a lot about that earlier, right? Is just self-assessing, be honest with yourself. And so that's really the 5-tool framework that I just am. So it's deeply personal for me. It's profoundly impactful for me. Now application, I'm still not perfect though. I mean, I wish I could say I did this all the time. I mean, I'm far from it. But the book really speaks to that. And what's cool about the book too is I've kind of set up Sam for a subsequent book 2, and I'm already thinking about what that could look like, and it'll be mutually exclusive. You won't have to read book 1 to read book 2, but I can see how Sam's evolution here on Earth, materializes, and what life after baseball looks like for him, and what that means for him and his family, and his relationships. And also, just for himself. And so I'm really excited to be able to come out with that at some time.